Hello all, now we'll see the full wave precision rectifier. Full wave precision rectifier is nothing but, as we can see in the full wave precision rectifier, in the title itself it says a full wave rectifier. So full wave rectifier is one where we are going to have the response in both the positive as well as the negative half cycle of the output. So this is the circuit diagram which is used can be used for rigging up the circuit. So while rigging up the circuits, we can see we require the various components which are required for rigging up the circuit. We require around 2 voltage sources, then we require 2 diodes, we require 5 resistor sources, and 1 AC supply is required. So we will create a project as we have created in the previous experiment. Like we'll go to the file, new project, create a project by giving your own file name. That is we will just give us program 5, program 4 I will give it here. Click OK, then create a blank project, click OK. So once you click, we will be getting a blank page here. So we require various components. First we'll start with the D break. As we have seen, we will require 2 diodes which are required for rigging up the circuit. Then we require the MUA741 evaluation version of this diode has to be taken. So we require 2 op amps are required, so we replace these 2 op amps here. Then we require resistors, passive element. We'll go to the place PSpice component passive. We require 5 resistors which we require. We will place them. After placing these 5 resistors, we require 1 AC source, sine wave, place component passive. Go to source, voltage source, sine wave. We require as an input source. So we will be taking as a AC source here. We have we need to set the voltage here. We'll keep it as a 0. Amplitude to be set as, you can set the amplitude as you want. I'll just set it as a 5 volts peak to peak voltage. Then frequency to be set as 50 hertz. Operation of the frequency, usually the circuit that we operate. Then AC source to be set as 0. Once we do these settings, now we have to start rigging up the circuit components. So we'll rig up the components by connecting through the wires. Now we will start connecting the components. First we require a voltage source, then we require the resistor in the first op amp. So we will connect this op amp. Before we connect the op amp, we need to flip the op amp here for both the cases. So just we have to go to the rotate, mirror horizontally. So rotate the op amp. So just rotate, not rotate. Now we'll be getting minus plus sources we will be getting, and we require 2 DC sources for connecting these components here. We have not taken in the initially. We'll just take from the place components, source, voltage source, a DC source to be taken, which will be connected here, and even this DC source we are going to flip it. One of the DC source. And we'll connect these DC sources by making a common point here. So we can connect pin number 4 of the first op amp to the pin number 4 of the other op amp and directly to the voltage source. Next we can have a series connection similarly, pin number 7 to the pin number 7 of the other op amp and positive to the other. And now the negative terminal to be grounded, we can select a ground terminal by having here, you can see a CAPSM, that is the common ground, we can take it. We can ground the other two terminals. So we have to ground it. The other ground what is connected, just we need to mirror it vertically, so we can have the ground connection can be established. Similarly, we can have the direct connection from the pin number for the pin number 1 from the resistor R1 directly to the pin number 2. We need to go for the pin number 3 grounding. So we can continue this simulation as whatever the connections we have given in the circuit, we can follow it and we can connect the circuit. We can go for the grounding of the terminal also. So like this we can complete the entire circuit. Once the circuit is completed like this, we may be getting the complete circuit. Once we complete the complete simulation, we need to save this simulation and execute the simulation here. Go to file, new simulation profile, give the file name. I'll give it as a precision full wave rectifier PFWR1. Create. So a new simulation is created. Now we need to go for the general settings. Time domain we are running, so we'll be giving it as a 0.2 seconds and start saving the data after 0.02 seconds, that is 2 milliseconds. Apply, then OK. Once we do that, we will be getting a simulation here. Now we can see here we are getting a response. We need to place the probes for the input and the output terminal. So we'll place the probes here. Then once we place the probes, save the file and then start simulation. So we can see here the response what we have given as for the input given sine wave. We can see a magnified version of the output for the full wave rectifier. The input during the positive half cycle I am getting the positive half cycle of the input. During the negative half cycle is also a clipped version. We are getting the two diodes are working. So we can say that in the execution here model, so during the positive half cycle the diode D1 is forward bias, whereas in the negative half cycle we can say the diode D2 is forward bias, due to which we are getting the response. During the negative half cycle D1 is under reverse bias, which is switched off. During the negative half cycle positive half cycle D2 is reverse bias, which is switched off. Due to this working of the diodes, where D1 is forward bias during one cycle and D2 is forward bias in the another cycle, so we can say the circuit is operating under a full wave. So this is a full wave rectifier, precision full wave rectifier circuit experiment. Thank you all.